everybody. Thanks for joining us here for Wake Up Charlotte to Go. I'm Ben Thompson. We'll get to the news in just a moment. But first, let's get a check of that forecast with Larry Sprinkle. And it's going to be a warm week, Larry.
It's going to be a hot one, especially today. Close to 90 degrees, maybe in the low to mid 90s in a couple spots. Rock Hill, South Carolina, just fair with the clouds out there at the moment. Later today, we could see some storms. As far as the drought monitor goes, good news about what's going on now. Down 9% here in North Carolina. South Carolina down 29% with a few more showers on the way. We're keeping an eye on this disturbance out in the Atlantic Ocean off the Carolina coastline. See that spin right there? This has a slight chance of becoming tropical. Good news, it's moving to the northeast, should not be a threat at all. As we head towards lunchtime into the afternoon, scattered showers, even a couple strong thunderstorms, a definite possibility today, and mainly between about 4 and 6 late this afternoon. Some of the rainfall totals, not expecting a lot, maybe half an inch at Rockingham, 10th of an inch at Lancaster. That's where you get some of the heavier storm activity. Severe threat, there is a slight, very low end category threat from Charlotte to Raleigh late this afternoon and early evening. There's that system out in the Atlantic Ocean. Right now, it only has a 20% chance of development, which means not much at all. Here it is, 11 a.m. We're about 83 degrees, 90 degrees at 3 o'clock this afternoon with a couple of thunderstorms. As we take you through the next several days, nice leveling off of the temperatures as we get to midweek into the mid 80s. For today, hot and humid, low 90s across most of the area. Tomorrow at 89. There you go. Wednesday and Thursday looking okay. Then back to the heat Friday, Saturday, and Sunday into the upcoming weekend. Low 90s on Friday and Saturday, Beth.
All right, Larry, thanks. Turning now to our top stories of the day. More promising news in the fight to end COVID-19. Novavax says its vaccine is 90% overall effective. The Maryland company also says its vaccine is 100% effective when it comes to moderate and severe disease. It's also proven to be effective against COVID variants. Novavax now plans to apply for emergency approval from the FDA. That would make it the fourth COVID-19 shot here in the United States. Today, thousands of students across the area headed back to the classroom for summer learning.
Good morning, I'm Billie Jean Shaw. Today, CMS kicks off their free 6-week summer program targeting students in every grade who fell behind in classes due to the pandemic. We're told close to 25,000 students signed up for this, and CMS is also offering bonuses to teachers who continue to teach throughout the summer for this program. As far as Union and Gaston County school districts, well, their summer school programs start today as well.
Good Monday morning. Today, Charlotte City Council will vote on a proposed $2.7 million budget that has increases for police as well as the arts. It also has an increase for city council members and its mayor, Vi Lyles.
The Rock Hill School Board preparing for the upcoming school year. There's going to be a public hearing on the district's budget tonight at 5:30. Leaders plan to increase spending by about 3% for a total of $177 million. Then at 6 p.m., Rock Hill will have its regular school board meeting to discuss COVID safety guidelines for the fall. Leaders say they plan to post an updated plan on the Rock Hill Schools website by June 24th.
I'm Tracy Potts. In Brussels today, 30 American allies are waiting to hear from the United States. We will protect you. They're waiting to see if there'll be a different approach from the last 4 years of the America First policy of former President Trump. President Biden meeting with NATO today, with the EU tomorrow. He just wrapped his talks with the G7. All of these meetings dealing with a number of issues, but also designed to make sure that these allies get a chance to bend the president's ear before he meets with Vladimir Putin, the Russian leader, on Wednesday.
Tracy, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Vice President Kamala Harris making her first stop in the Palmetto State since being sworn in. She is making several stops to other southern states here in the upcoming days, too, as she kicks off a vaccine awareness tour. So she's going to be in South Carolina in just a couple hours. She'll land just after 10 a.m. this morning. So depending on when you're watching our Charlotte to Go show, but she will be here throughout the rest of the day and until about 5 o'clock this evening. With the 4th of July right around the corner, that has been the benchmark for the Biden administration, their deadline to get 70% of eligible people vaccinated. And as it stands, South Carolina currently has less than half of people over 12 years old vaccinated. She's speaking at several vaccine clinics and events today, trying to convince those people not vaccinated to get the shot. Governor Henry McMaster does not seem overly excited about her visit, saying in part that he thinks her time would be better spent working on the border crisis. But still, she is planning on landing here soon and will be here throughout the day. Of course, we'll be following all of the latest on the events she's attending right here on WCNC Charlotte. Ben.
All right, Rachel, thanks. Time now to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. A lot of change over the past year. That includes what times interstates and highways are seeing the most traffic.
The pandemic may have changed rush hour traffic for good. Let's connect the dots. Traffic is returning as people head back to work in person, but researchers are seeing a difference. Streetlight data looked at traffic patterns in big cities. It found by March of this year, morning rush hour traffic had rebounded, but it still wasn't at pre-pandemic levels. Instead, traffic built slowly throughout the day, culminating in a big afternoon rush. Researchers have some theories about this new pattern. They think people who continue to work from home are not necessarily staying at home. They're going out in the afternoon to head to coffee shops, on-site meetings, or simply run errands. They can create a worse rush hour in the evening. All this is important to figure out as states and cities plan for the future. They need to know what projects to fund to ease traffic troubles. Some experts predict the post-pandemic workdays will be a mix, with some offices offering a hybrid of work from home and in person, which can even make it harder to predict what your commute will look like in the future. And that is Connecting the Dots.
Make sure you join us every single weekday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. for Wake Up Charlotte.